Okay, so we're moving into the new moon of Taurus. We just left, Chiron has moved from Pisces into Aquarius. The planet Uranus is moving into Taurus for the next 7 years. Okay, Earth sign, ruler of Venus. We have a card that's left out, or several cards. Okay, so it's the 9 card of Pentacles and the 2 of Cups. Prosperity and relationships. Okay, you have Taurus that is coming in, and it's affecting all of us. Uranus is moving into Taurus for the next 7 years in Taurus. For the first 19 days of May, Venus is going to be moving into the 5th house of pleasure, children, romance, creativity, risks, working hard, attracting new people, new beginnings. In Venus, a huge, huge beginning. Huge, huge beginning. And, it is a big deal. It is a big deal. And these cards have just been kicked out. So now we have the card of celebration, the card of arguing. So this one came out first. Social beginnings, social arguments, social issues, not agreeing, not getting along. And then we have this one, the card of the Four of Wands, which is celebrating. So apparently we're going to have a lot of disagreements. We're going to agree to disagree. Agree to get along. And they will come together. They fell out at the same time. So these are cards that are going to actually work together to actually help us realize that we have disagreements that need to be agreed upon. We have a lot going on with the planets. Okay? Mars is going to be moving forward. I mean, like, really moving forward. And then at the end of June, it's going to go retrograde until the end of August. And Mars is a mover. He's a mover. And so we're going to have to look at that. Neptune and Jupiter are going to be really going to make a trine here soon. Okay? And Neptune is the current ruler, but Jupiter is the original ruler of Pisces. There will be with Mars being the mover at the end of the month, after the 15th, there'll be a period of, whatever we're doing, it's going to go really fast. Challenging us, our creativity, completing projects, completing endeavors, completing all the things that we want to do, that we've started, that we don't want to finish. Mars will go retrograde at the end of June to the end of August. We have Mother's Day, which is on the 13th, and a grand water trine and the moon of Cancer on the 19th, which is begging all of the signs to use their creativity. Tuesday, May 29th, we have the full moon in Sagittarius, the Oak Apple Day at 10:20 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then we have a grand fire trine during this time for this weekend to create balance and things that we want to do. And it's just so many things that we want to do this month. And Memorial Day coming up. Memorial Day is, the signature for, the beginning of summer. Although June 21st is summer solstice, when the hinges on the wheels is, one of the pagan Sabbaths. And we have more. Let's see what's going on here. We have defending ourselves, laughing at ourselves, and being stressed out at ourselves. We have a lot of that going on with May. And May it has become, and I'm not going to do a fire sign, a water sign. I'm not going to do a sign of the zodiac. If you need to contact me, you will contact me. I'm going to just do a general reading for the month of May, and that's it. That's it. I've had many people come to me and feel as if they don't even need to pay me because they've already gotten their reading sign. So, with that said, I'm going to do a reading sign that is completely general for all signs. Okay, so we're going to shuffle the cards. If you want a reading sign, you're more than welcome to contact me at danoscelticworlds@gmail.com. And I will give you a sign. You will need to furnish a birth date, a time, and a place. That's it. Your astrological signs will be read. Your birth chart will be read. Your cards will be read. Your crystals will be read. And that's what we will do. I will no longer have people say that they've gotten enough. It's too much. Now we need to go and focus into the signs. We have the new moon on May 15th, and we have the full moon. Excuse me. I have allergies. The new moon on May 15th in Taurus, and then we have the full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, and here is the thing that is tremendous. After the new moon, we have a grand water trine, which is harmonious for water signs on the 16th. And then a grand fire trine on the full moon of Sagittarius on the 29th of May. We need to look at how that's going to affect us because of everything going on. hey, what's going on? We have career changes. We have Uranus and we have Jupiter. We have a lot of stuff going on in Venus for this month. And if you are affected by these issues, it's going to go to you at these times. Does it make sense? Yeah, it makes harmonious sense. Venus is going to affect many of the water signs this month because there's going to be a grand water trine on the 16th. Then it's going to completely change us to change our ways at the end of the month with a grand fire trine, which is going to affect our jobs, what we do in the world, how we affect the world, how we are going to contribute to the world, so on and so forth. So we have, and this is a general reading, we have stress. Stress. We're stressed out. A lot of us at this point of the year, we have a lot of stress. Feeling humdrum. In reverse, it amplifies it. This crosses you having the courage. The courage. But right now, in this reverse, not having the courage. Not having the courage to actually say that we're feeling humdrum, we're feeling worn down, we're feeling stressed out. We've worked this fucking year. We're ready for the summer. We're ready for 4th of July. We're ready for the end of the year. We're ready for that. And we have the Lover's card. Excuse me. It came in reverse. So, for some of you, this might be a hard time with relationships. This might be a hard time with working through a relationship. I don't want to say anybody's breaking up or anything like that. I feel like it's not a breakup. I feel like it's more of a, I've worked all year. I'm tired. I want to move on. It's the summertime. Now it's time to have fun. And this relationship card in reverse means that it's time to work on your relationship. It's time to work on your relationship. In the past, we've had many victories. We've worked really hard. We've traveled. We've done what we need to do. We're doing what we need to do. Ace of Pentacles is fantastic. And to get this is just fantastic. The Ace of Pentacles is awesome because the Ace of Pentacles rules so many things, and it tells us that we're going into a new phase. A new phase. Not just any phase, but a new phase. It tells us that we're going to be gaining, that we're going to be moving forward, that we're going to be actually doing things in the forward motion. Okay? It has a lot to do with making money. You know? It has to do with a lot with, it shows honesty. It shows that we have ideas and action and we want to achieve and materialize success. It has to do with, It reminds us how we need to be grounded and how we have to have common ground and success, and illustrates the desire to not only help ourselves but to help other people in this scary goddamn world we live in now. You know, wealth, abundance, happiness, health, good fortune, love of nature. Go out, take a hike. Go into the herbalism. Go into those things that make you feel earthy. The physical world. The dream element of the world. Okay? And this is important. Very important. Because it is the crown of our reading. Okay? That's the crown. Crown chakra. What is to be the future? Queen of Wands in scary, but in reverse. She can be a bitch. She's watching you. She knows what she's doing. She is all educated, almighty, all knowing. She is watching you. She is observing you. He or she is telling you what you need to do. Do you like it? Probably not. In this way, it's all heads go. She's agreeing with you. But in this way, she is not agreeing with you. So whatever you're doing, please be aware that you need to proceed with caution. She is telling you what to do. She is conscious. She is knowledgeable. She is passionate. She has fire. Oh, now we have hopes and fears. We have the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords comes in, he's like, almost like, you think you know everything, but then someone comes in and cuts you right in the middle. So something's about to come with swift air. It's an air sign. Swords are air sign. So they come through with air. They come through and they feel like, okay, well, you thought you know everything, now you don't know everything, and now we're going to cut you, we're going to do this with swift air. So think about that and what that pertains to you. Our family. This is good because with family and community, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles, if you haven't noticed ever in the zodiac, is the knight that never moves. This is the knight that doesn't ever fucking moves. He's the tester. He's the tester of beliefs, the tester of morals, the tester of your job, the tester of what you're doing. And he comes in and he tests you. And with that, if you're doing the right thing, you're fine. If you're not, you will have to reap what you sow, because this is an earth sign. So when earth, we reap what we sow. Okay. our, our fears and wishes, we have the Five of Pentacles, which is not good right now, especially for a lot of people that, as myself, who live in Texas, and we're teachers, and we're going through a lot of layoffs. We have plenty of pentacles on the tree, and it's withering away. But we have one, there we go. There we have one with the flower where it's hopeful. And it's scary because, with these deficits from the government and deficits from many other things, we have many things that are going on right now that are hurting families, that are hurting ourselves. We have fears. All of us have fears. Even if we lie about it and we say we don't have fears, we all have fears. But there's always that one hope that comes in and gives us the blossoming bloom of what we need to do. It comes in at the last minute and tells us what we need to do. At the last minute, we have the Judgment card, which came in reverse. Okay. In reverse, it means that there's harsh judgment for all. For all. And with harsh judgment for all, that just means that we might need to look at what we've done, how we've perceived ourselves in the past, how we move forward, how we handled our education, because the Judgment card isn't just about judgment as legal sense. It means education, philosophy, how we've handled ourselves, how have we taken it to the next level. And in reverse, it means maybe we need to take a second look at that. And we need to make sure that we're handling ourselves appropriately. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Cups. And I love this card because it's so obvious. This card, and everyone will agree with me, this is walking away from your emotions, walking away from your past, walking away from what no longer serves you, walking away from what you no longer need. There's a penguin here. It's so funny. And I know you can't see it because I'm going to try to move back. Let's move back. Okay. So we have a girl that's walking up here. This is the girl. But there's a penguin, or not a penguin. I'm sorry. A dolphin that's moving up here. A dolphin is a mammal who is putting its head out and spouting its water out and saying, there's hope. You have to walk away from this shit. But he spouts out his snout and his water and says, there's hope. And she looks out and looks at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 8 of the cups. And realizes that she has to walk away from it and new beginnings are about to come. He's telling her, yeah, you're walking away from this shit, but it's painful, it's hurtful, but it's going to change for the better. And I hope that was a good reading for you. And blessed be.